Good evening and a warm welcome to Match of the Day, back once again on Saturday night. And as you know, the new Canon League season started this afternoon and provided us with two magnificent First Division matches. Later you'll see front runners for honours Manchester United against promoted champions of the Second Division, Queen's Park Rangers. Your commentator at that match is Alan Parry.
Well, don't try telling anyone here that football's come back too soon. It's a fine day. There's a crowd of around 50,000 with real optimism for the season ahead. What better place could there be on the opening day?
Top of our bill is Aston Villa versus West Bromwich Albion. Nearly 30,000 people watched the game, paying £69,000, and what marvellous value for money it turned out to be. At Villa Park, John Motson.
A change of colours for Ken McNaught, who plays for West Brom against his old club Aston Villa just 4 days after his transfer. And it's also a debut for Villa's Steve McMahon, who was signed from Everton in the summer and who was 22 years old last Saturday. His presence is particularly welcome because Gordon Cowans has broken his leg. Villa are also without Des Bremner and Tony Morley through injury. McNaught's replacement is Brendan Ormsby, who didn't appear in Villa's league side at all last season, and he partners the new team captain, Alan Evans. West Brom are minus Derek Statham and Ali Robertson, both suspended, and without Brendan Batson and Steve McKenzie, who still lack match practice after recovering from long injuries. So it's sunshine and shirt sleeves here. Aston Villa playing from left to right, both teams in a brand new strip, and a word of commendation to the Villa ground staff, who've got this pitch looking back towards its best after some damage done here during a pop concert when some 9,000 people were jumping up and down on the ground to the strains of Duran Duran. And the foul by Evans on Regis. Again, McNaught was making his presence felt. This is Regis. Martin Joel. Oh, and Cross was in there, and so too was Zondervan. Romeo Zondervan, the goal scorer. And Albion take the lead after 5 minutes. It was well taken too. McNaught initially competing for the free kick, then Regis out on the right. Joel getting involved, and his fellow Dutchman Zondervan finishing with a fine shot. So Aston Villa, who've lost at home on the opening day of the season for the last 2 years, go a goal behind here. Shaw hustled off the ball, and Regis with Zondervan going to his right. Albion would appear to have started with a little bit more determination than Aston Villa. Arms round the neck, Bennett on with. And Albion have pulled everybody back to defend. Mortimer to Gibson. Oh, and Alan Evans was there. The new Villa captain equalises with a good header. So Villa reply from a free kick, having gone behind that way. And interesting the way the other Villa forwards and players took the Albion defenders away, leaving Evans with a clear header. Williams. Forward by Evans. And Shaw shakes off McNaught and finds Walters, who turned well. Oh, it's gone straight through Barron. Well, Paul Barron will be most disappointed with that goal. The Villa fans are pleased enough. Gary Shaw shook off Ken McNaught. Walters had Webb with him, and the ball straight through the goalkeeper. to give Villa a 2-1 lead after 36 minutes. So Aston Villa come from behind to take the lead. Cross. Thompson! Oh, I say, this is some game. It's 2-2. Villa's defenders arguing among themselves as Albion congratulate Gary Thompson. And also Nicky Cross, who got the ball in from the right-hand side. Thompson jumping at the near post area and flicking his header majestically into the net. Inquests in the Villa ranks, but within 2 minutes of going behind, Albion are level again. And what a fine first half the fans have got here now in terms of entertainment. For the moment, attackers very much in the ascendancy, and corners being conceded as a way out. And on the first day of the season, who's complaining about that? Oh, and with Shaw! Where's it all going to stop? Gary Shaw for Aston Villa makes it 3-2. Peter With causing unrest inside the area from the corner, and Shaw pouncing to score what for him was a typical goal. So last season's top scorer with 24 goals for Aston Villa, Gary Shaw, puts them in front at 3-2 with 3 minutes still remaining in the first half. There goes Gary Owen. There's Waters with many attacks dangerous at the moment. Gerbishley unable to find Williams. But Villa Park buzzing with 5 goals to talk about in the first half. It's not over yet. That was Nicky Cross to Zondervan, who started it all off. And he's got Regis going through for Albion. What a fine save by Spink. And Regis has got the ball back. And he scored! Amazing! After the goalkeeper had done so well, Villa made a mess of it. And Cyril Regis retrieved the ball and promptly made the score 3-3. Well, I've been commentating for Match of the Day for 12 years. I can't recall a first half when I've seen 6 goals, 3 to each side. It's just the start that the season, never mind the fans at Villa Park, required from 2 of our top clubs. Not sure the defenders will agree with my sentiments, or indeed the managers, but on the other hand, if it's going to end 3-3, it's a lot better than ending 0-0. The first half. Well, what a first half. So, Albion start the second half. And no doubt the sentiments of the crowd very much akin to mine. Can we possibly see second 45 minutes with he's got his arms around the neck of Alan Webb, and one way or another it's getting quite physical. brought in to replace the departed Ken McNaught. He comes in with the header to put his side ahead by 4 goals to 3. Well, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 3rd time Villa have been in the lead. They went ahead 2-1, 3-2, and now 4-3, courtesy of Brendan Ormsby, who didn't even play a league game last season. Kerbishley to Walters. Now McMahon, who can find Williams on the right. In for Gary Shaw. Bennett wasn't tight. It was the second time they considered the corner. Away by Joe. And Albion will have to be quick now. Robson. So Aston Villa start the season with a win, and Brendan Ormsby, coming into the side after the sale of Ken McNaught to the Albion, scores the winning goal, his first in league football. And for these supporters, a day to remember. 7 goals, an abundance of incident. When Albion look back, they might say in a sober moment that they were without 3 first-choice defenders, and they also missed a great chance to make it 4-4. But surely some snappy headline writer will call this opening day a thriller at the Villa.